Howdy folks, hope everyone's okay. Today's video I'm going to give you a quick look at my latest purchase. It's coming up. Okay then folks, so hope everyone's okay, safe and well. I'll show you what I've recently purchased, but first I think I need to give the workshop a bit of a clean because it looks a bit of a mess. Let's get that cleaned. So, I suppose you want to see what I bought. Well, you'll see anyway because of the thumbnail. There's the suspense killed, isn't it? Anyway, so I went for, I was after a new sander. And I've been looking and looking and looking. Narrowed it down to 2 sanders. I went with the Festool one for reasons which I'll explain in a mo. But yeah, let's have a quick look at the sander. Probably see me do a bit of sanding, not that that's very exciting. Reasons why I went with the Festool one, and yeah, wrap it up from there. So let's have a look what you get in the box. Oh yeah, it's quite nice. So first off, I've got one of the new style sustainers. It's got the handle on the front and on the top, and they all lock. I went with the ETS EC 150/5mm orbit. They do a 3mm orbit, but I went with the 5. But yeah, I've had this for probably a few days now, about a week, and I absolutely love it. So you get the sander, you've got your variable speed on there as well, which I haven't used as yet. I've only used it with a bit of 80 grit on, to be honest. Ooh. I'll explain what that is later. You get your Allen key, your power cable, and of course all of the instructions, leaflets. You get your warranty card as well, which I still need to do actually. So hopefully there's no time restraint on that. I will say guys, this isn't the actual cable that come with it. This is off another tool. You get the gist of what you get in the box. Yeah, along with the sander, I bought a couple of these. Well, I bought a pack of these. They come in packs of 2. These are pad savers, and what they do is they just pretty much permanently stay on the sander. And what that does is it saves, quite self-explanatory, it saves the pad on the sander. So you're replacing a £9 part as opposed to a 30-40 quid part. Probably more now in Festool, but yeah, I was advised to get them with it, so I did. Not really a soft interface pad like these ones. These are for the RTS 400. These are like sponge. They're like a soft interface pad, but they're also called a pad saver, I think. You can see the difference. That's the thickness of the RTS. I also bought some sanding discs as well, because I didn't have any. I went with these. I'm really liking these. This brand at the moment. This is Klingspor or Klingspor. I got this and the sander all from Pro Trade. Speak to Alan. He's a really nice chap. Looks after you.
Hi, I'm Alan from Pro Trade.
I'm in no affiliation with them, by the way. I just really like their products. 100 pads cost me about 20 quid, I think. They last ages. They're a really good disc. I've got them for the RTS 400 as well. Really good disc. So if you're looking for a new sanding disc, they're good. As I said, reasons why I went with the Festool one over the others that are available. You've got the Mercadiros. There's the Sealy one, I think. That's a 5-inch, I think, but you can put a 6-inch pad on there. You've got the Metabo or Metabo. That's the same as the Merca, but just a bit cheaper. But yeah, I went with the Festool one for one big reason, really. As you can see, I run Festool. I've got the Capex, I've got the VAC, the Cyclone, and the track saw. So it's easier for me just to change the plug-it cord and put the dust port on. I know it's all going to fit. I know it all works well with the system. The dust extraction works well. So it was all for compatibility for me. I just wanted something I could take the plug-it cord off, put it into the sander, sand away, take it off, plug it into the jigsaw if I wanted, or plug it back into the track saw, and it's just no messing around with plug sockets and that. So that was the big factor for me. And the other big factor was Mercadiros. I just couldn't get out of my head reliability issues. Everybody I spoke to, it was so close. It was split down the middle. It was an absolutely brilliant machine, not had an issue, or brilliant machine when it works. And do you know what? I just couldn't be dealing with that extra stress of, is it going to break on me mid-job, 2 weeks out without a sander? I just couldn't be dealing with that. So I'm probably going to get comments off people saying I've got the Merca and it's amazing and it's cheaper and blah blah blah, but you know, I went with this one, and so far I am super happy with it. It's an absolute beast of a machine. It takes away material like I haven't had a sander that takes away material like this. Even the bout sander is rough, but this gives a fine finish. Even with the 80 grit, I was sanding some picnic benches, and the 80 grit just gave a nice finish. You know, the Orbit just really did give a nice finish. So yeah, super happy with it. I went with the 5mm over the 3 because of that stock removal. I wanted something that would take away material fast if I need it to, and you know, I could turn it down and do a bit of the finer sanding if I want, which I will with the primer, which I've not used it for yet, but we'll see, because I usually use the RTS 400, but that's only a 2mm stroke, and it's just all time for me. I want to try and streamline everything. I make a lot of painted products, radiator covers, stuff like that, so I wanted something I could sand away, get done, because nobody likes sanding, but just wanted something better than what I had. And so far this is ticking the boxes. I did also make a quick little jig just to hold it, so when I've finished with it I'll show you. So when I've finished sanding with it, I can just chuck it in there, or place it very gently because it's very expensive, in there, and then that just holds it for me. So you know, my workbench is here, sander's there, everything's at arm's reach, which is obviously making things a little bit smoother in the workshop. So sand away, put it back on there, job's a good one. The brake on it is pretty fast as well, so I'll just show you. We'll do a sound as well, I suppose everybody else does one. So that's it on its lowest setting. You've got sort of mid setting there, and that's on number 6. So you know, you'd probably want your ear protection on just because it's Probably want your ear protection on just because of the vac, and it's just noisy anyway, isn't it? But yeah, the brake, as you just seen then, really fast it to stop. And that's what I like, because I hate standing here, turning the machine off, and especially now I've got this here, I don't want to be standing and waiting. I want to turn it off, plug it in, move what I need to move, pick it up, stand again. So then guys, that's a quick little wrap up of the sander. I know it's not much, but it's a sander, isn't it, at the end of the day? There's not really much to say. I suppose there is if you get into the technical details, but to me I just want to know, does it sand fast? Does it remove stuff? Is it loud? Does it work? So I suppose I'd best do a bit of sanding for you, because what's a sanding review video if I don't do any sanding? So I've got a couple of rad covers which need sanding to take the glued up surface back, so I'm going to whiz that with a bit of 80 grit, and I'll love you and leave you. Thank you very much for watching if you've stayed this long. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. I know I'm not the best at putting regular content out, but I do try and put content out as much as I can. It's just hard with the kids and life. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please do consider subscribing, hit the like button if you did like the video, and share it to anybody that's looking for a sander. And I will catch you on the next video. Thank you very much, folks. Stay face. Thanks very much, folks. Stay safe, and I'll catch you on the next one.